Hello, TK Creative Crochet here to show you how to make these cute reversible octopus with the different expressions on each side. I have created a show-off video about a week or so ago to show you some of the different ones I've made. This one has the safety eyes. This one just has regular yarn eyes and a happy face or a sad face or whatever expressions you like to make yours to be. Anyway, to get started, grab your crochet hook. I'm using a 5.0 medium weight yarn, and I've already created one of the sides. I'm using the red to be the opposite side, and then some scissors obviously to cut your yarn, and the needle to make the face, the eyes, and the mouth. So go ahead and pause the video, go grab your supplies, and let's get started. And one more thing, I'm using black yarn to make the eyes and mouth. Okay, to start, I'm going to make a magic ring. I have shown you how to do this in some of my other projects, but here we go again. Wrap your yarn around 2 fingers, which is how I like to do it. Cross it in the back, grab it, put your hook under the first loop, grab the second loop, don't release, grab your yarn and pull through that loop that was on the hook. So this is the starting loop. Here is your magic ring. You are going to make 6 single crochets in this magic ring. So through the opening, grab your yarn, 2 loops on your hook, grab your yarn, pull through both loops. That's 1 single crochet stitch. You are going to make 6. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go ahead and pull the end to close the circle. You should have 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now to start the round, so we're going to basically start increasing the rounds to the desired size, and then we'll go downward to make the body. So to increase, I need to make 6 more stitches to make it 12. So I'm doubling up. So the first stitch will have 2 single crochets, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. So by the time you're done, you would have 12. So grab the first single crochet stitch. I usually like to wrap my yarn as I go, so I don't have a loose end. So that's 1, same stitch, 2. So I've just made 2 single crochets in the same third stitch. So I made 2. I'm going to make 2 on the next stitch as well to make that 4. 1 and 2. So go ahead and continue making 2 single crochet stitches in each of those original stitch from the first round, and I will meet you back here, and we should be we should have 12 by the time we're done. Okay, welcome back. I have just finished my second round with the 12 stitches. I'm going to use a piece of yarn to mark the end of my round. I will do the third round, which would increase from 12 to 18. So in order to make 12 to 18, you have to do this pattern, 1 single crochet, and then on the next one you will do 2. That will be the increase. So here we go. 1 single crochet. The next one you will do 2 single crochets. 1, 2. 1. The next one you'll do 2. 1, 2. So I've just made 6. So keep going around till you get to the end with the set 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, 1, 2, and we'll meet you back here. Okay, I just finished my round of 18 single crochet stitches, and when you're done you should have ended with the one with the 2 in it. So this is where I will begin my next round. You will increase 18 to 24. So to do that you have to do 1 single, 1 single, 2 singles, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. So every time there's a 2, that's where you increase. So I'll show you that now. 1, 1, 2. So I've just made 4. I made an increase. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. So continue doing that set of 1 single, 1 single, 2 singles, 1 single, 2 single, 1 single, 1 single, 2 single. So it's 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. And I'll meet you back here. Okay, I am done with this round. I do have 24. Now I will add 6 more stitches to the next round to make 30. So in order to make 30, I remove my marker to begin my round. To make 30, you have to go 1 single, 1 single, 1 single, and then an increase. So single, 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 increase. And you will do that 6 times to make 30. So 1, 1, 1, increase. Okay, so 1, 1, 1, increase. Go ahead and finish the rest of the round and I'll meet you back here. Okay, I am done with my round of 30. I will increase one more time, one more round to make it 36, and then I will start bringing the shape downward. Okay, so to make 36 you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, increase. So you will do 1, 2, 3, 4 singles and then an increase. You would do that 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then increase. That's how you do this part. Now I just want to backtrack a bit. If you are not sure how to make single crochet stitches, you can look at some of my beginners how-to videos, and one of the video will show you how to make a single crochet stitch, which is pretty simple. You put your hook through the stitch, grab your yarn, 2 hoops on your hook, grab your yarn and pull through both. That's how you make a single crochet stitch. So that's pretty much it. Go ahead and finish up your round and I'll meet you back here. Okay, I just finished my round of 36. I am now ready to add some height to this. All I'm doing now is making 6 rounds of single crochets in each of the stitches, and basically I'm doing a spiral. I'm going to keep going around and around and around until I get about 6 rounds from here, and then you'll notice it will start to, come down and you'll see the shape. It'll start to take shape. Okay, so here we go. 1 single crochet in each of the stitches. Where you see the V, that's a stitch. So 1, 1, 1. All the way around, you keep going around about 6 times and then I will check back with you and show you how to start making the legs. Okay, pause the video and keep working on it. Just to show you, I've just finished my first of the 6 rounds. I left my marker in there so I can eyeball where my round began and ended. So that's 1 round. I'm going to keep going around and around here 5 more times, and then I will start doing some decreases to start making the legs of the octopus. So keep working on this, and I will check back with you when you're done with your 6 rounds. Hello, welcome back. I just wanted to catch up with you. I have 6 rows of 36 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm just eyeballing right about where I started and ended the round. From here, I'm going to decrease 36 stitches to 30. So how you do is basically the opposite of the increase. I will do 1. Oops, sorry, hang on. I need to mark where I start and end so I don't lose my round. Okay, so here we go. I will do 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets, and then the last 2 I will do a decrease. Again, to do a decrease, you just grab the first part of the V, the first loop of the V for that one, and the second stitch. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Grab your yarn, pull through all 3. You've just made 1 decrease. So the set goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets, 1 in each stitch, and then you do 1 decrease. So the pattern goes like that: 4 single crochets and 1 decrease. I'll do 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a decrease. Grab the first loop of the next stitch and the first loop of the second stitch. You have 3 loops on your hook. Grab your yarn, pull through all 3. So continue doing this round. By the time you get to the beginning or the end of the round, you should have 30 single crochet stitches. Okay, I'm back to the last decrease of this round. I should have 30 stitches left, and then from here you're going to reduce it to 24. So you're subtracting 6 more stitches, and to do so you have to do some single crochet stitches and some decreases. If you would like to see the step-by-step on how to do a decrease, check out my video, how-to video number 5. That's where I show you how to do a decrease. Okay, so from now, for this round, you will decrease it to 24, so from 30 to 24. I marked my spot. You will do 1, 2, 3 single crochets, and then you will do 1 decrease. If you follow this pattern around to the end, you should have 24 single crochets for this round. So I'll do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, and then a decrease. So go ahead and finish this round, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, I just finished my round of 24 single crochet stitches, I will now start to make the legs, which are these parts here. So to get the legs to extend out, you have to make some chains for the legs. So what I would do is, starting from here, you will do a chain, single crochet chain, 6 chains. So here we go. Go to the next, 1 single crochet, and then you will do 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you have to come back down. So not the first stitch, but the second stitch, you will do a single crochet. You will do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's the first leg. To finish that off, you have to do a slip knot into that same stitch. So you grab your yarn, and instead of grabbing yarn again to do a single crochet, you grab and pull right through. That's how you make a slip knot. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the set you will be doing. So the next 3 stitches, you will do a chain of 6. So that's your single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single crochet into the second chain. You will do 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then if you remember, we do a slip stitch back into that original chain or a stitch. Grab your yarn and pull that right through that loop. That's it. That's how you make a slip knot. So that's chain, and then you have to do 2 single crochets, 1 in each stitch there. So you've just made 2 little legs. So then again, you do a chain, single crochet that stitch, and do chain of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you again single crochet on the second to the last. You'll make 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you do a slip stitch back into that same opening. Grab your yarn and slip that right through, and then you do 2 single crochets, 1 on each stitch, 1, 2, and that's your set. So I've just made 3 legs. So this is what you will continue to do. Repeat this pattern all the way back here. So by the time you get back here, you should have 8 legs. And then from there, we need to crochet the legs to make it thicker, like that. Okay? So go ahead and finish this round, and I'll meet you back here with your 8 legs. Hello, I'm back to the beginning of my round. I've just finished my last leg. I will now do 2 single crochets to finish up this round. The next round will be half double crochets around each of the legs. So how you do this is you make half double crochets in each of the chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th chain. You'll make 2 half double crochets in here, and then each of the chains coming down, you'll make half double crochets in each of those. I have created a tutorial on how to make half double crochets. It'll be my video 25. Go ahead and check that out if you need to get more information. So basically, if this is my 6th one, I count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will be where I begin. I will wrap my yarn, go through the first chain, 3 loops on my hook, grab my yarn and pull through all 3. That's 1 half double crochet, wrap my yarn, go through my 2nd chain, that's 2, grab my yarn, oops, that's 3, that will be my 4th, and then my 5th will be here. When I get to the 6th chain where I turned back around when I did that little leg, this is the 6th chain. It's the only one standing vertical. Wrap my yarn, go through the 6th chain twice. So that's 1, 2. Now I need to come down on the other side of the leg. So you will see 5 V's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you will go through both parts of the V or stitch to do your half double crochet. So wrap my yarn, go through both, grab my yarn, 3 loops on my hook, pull through all 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so once you are done, you are going to skip that 1 stitch and do a slip stitch into that space. So I'm going to go through there and slip stitch that. So that's, and then we're going to the next leg. Again, we go find the 6th one that's vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is where I will begin the first stitch. So basically you'll be doing half double crochets on both sides of that leg. On this side you'll just have that chain. On this side you will actually see the stitches. So grab the chains on the right side. When you get to the left, you'll see the stitches. So I'm going to finish one more leg. You can continue with all of the other legs. When you're done, I will show you how to fasten off and put everything together to finish your project. Here's my 6th one. I will put 2 in here. So 1, 2. And then back on this side, I will see 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will go through all that all the way down, making half double crochets stitches. When you do that, it will look thicker and fuller for your project. Okay, so here's my 2nd. Again, we skip 1 stitch. We do a slip stitch in that one, right in the middle. Slip stitch means you just pull your yarn through that stitch and through that loop, and that's it. So keep going and doing the rest of the legs the same way. 5 half double crochet, 2 on the top, and then 5 double crochets, half double crochets on the other side, and so on. Feel free to go back and rewatch this section until you're done, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, so here we are. I just finished my last half double crochet. I'm going to skip that stitch and slip stitch my last stitch for the round. From here, you're practically done. So I've got all 8 legs. What I'm going to do now is just to mark this spot right here so that I don't lose that stitch, because I'm going to use that to slip stitch both pieces together. So what I would do is to turn this piece inside out. And so if you've not made the second part, the other reversible side, go ahead and use the same pattern to make another one of these. So I've already made this ahead of time. Instead of keeping the string, I just cut it off and just made like a couple of knots to secure the end. I will turn it inside out as well. So both sides are inside out. So I will do my best to match up the center and the legs and put them together, and then basically move the legs around so the 8 legs match up. So once you slip stitch all the way around, you will have the right side as you flip. Either the blue side or the red side, you'll still get the correct stitching on the outside, and then the back would be facing each other on the inside. So basically, once again, turn both pieces inside out, facing each other, and then, layer them that way, match up the legs the best you can. As you slip stitch the legs together, it will all match up and you'll be fine. Okay, so here we go. We're going to tuck the other end in there because you don't need to see that anymore. You are now going to find your stitch here that I had saved. Okay, I'm going to put my hook back in here, and we are going to slip stitch all the way around the octopus and all the legs. So basically, I'm going to grab the back of the V on the red and the front of the V for the blue. So therefore, it's going to have this nice stitching around it when you do that. Okay, so basically I'm going to grab the front on the back on the red and the front of the blue. And that way you'll have the red showing on that side, and it'll make it look really nice. So here I go. The back of the V for the red and the front of the V for the blue. Since I tied a knot here, I'm just going to grab part of the V. Slip stitch. Once again, I'm going to the next one, the back of the V and the front of the V for the blue. Grab through all 3 loops. Back of the V loop, front of the V loop for the blue. So I'm going to continue with the stitching all the way around until I get to the very end. So once again, there's the V. I grab the back loop of the V for the red. The blue V is right here, the front of the V for that one. Grab through both of those loops and the original loop that was on the hook. So as you can see, you have this nice pretty red stitching on the back. So go ahead and go around and around through all those stitches, and I'll meet you back here and I'll show you how to sew in all the parts, the eyes and the mouth, and hide the ends. So go ahead and pause the video and continue doing slip stitches all the way around all 8 legs. And that's it. Okay, I just finished my last slip stitch. I'm going to cut my yarn. I'm going to fasten it off like that. And then I'm going to use a needle to basically weave in the ends, which is really not hard. You can use the needle to do that, or you can just, pull the ends through. Just one of the layer, not both layers, because then it's going to show up on your blue side, and just weave in the ends. It's really does not matter how you do it, as long as you could find a way to hide the end or tuck it in somehow. So I can pretty much do that later on. But in the meantime, you can see how that works. It is reversible, and you have those nice little red stitching on the blue side. What you need to do now is decide if you want the red to be the happy side, or the sad or the angry side, however you want to do it. I like always to have a happy face, and then my other expression I like to use is just like the straight line, which means like, not sure, I'm okay. So go ahead and grab some black yarn, thread your needle, and then I will meet you back here to help you make the eyes and the mouth. And then that will be the end of our project. So go ahead and pause the video and go get your supplies. Okay, I'm ready to make my face. I'm going to make a happy face actually on the red side, and then the straight face on the blue side. I'm just going to show you the red side, and then you can pretty much do the blue side on your own. So I'm going to count 7 rounds. The first round is the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to make the eyes between the 7th and the 8th round. Okay, so it doesn't really matter how you do it. It's just preference, and if you think it's too high, you can always move down one more. But I'm going to go between these 2 spaces. So what I'm going to do is just weave the black thread in just underneath the red layer, so it doesn't go through the blue. You see that? So just go through the red layer and pull your yarn through. I leave a little bit of the end so I can tie the knot and tuck it in later. So what I would do is I would go around this same space maybe 4 times is usually my go-to number, but you can obviously do more than that if you want the eyes to look more round. So I'm going to keep doing that. 1, that's my first loop. 2, 3. Remember just to go underneath the red side only. Don't go through the blue side because then it'll show on the other side. So be careful just to go through just the underneath the red layer. So that's my 4th loop. And then instead of going down and up again, I'm actually going to go down and over to the other side where I'm going to exit and make the other eye. So I usually do about 5 or 6 spaces in between. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm happy with that. Or actually, I'm going to do one more over, make it 6. 6 spaces in between. So I'm going to pull right through. The end is still going to hang out because we're going to come back here and then tie the knot when we're done, after we are done making the mouth. So then I'm going to go, since I'm down here, I need to go up here to match up with the rose. So right here. Again, I'm going to do 4 times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when I come down through here this time, I'm going to come out to make the happy face. So I'm going to go down where I like the mouth or the corner of the smile to start. So I'm going to maybe do the smile like that. So I'm going to go down here and then come out where I like the lip to pucker. So basically you are going to go through the other corner of the smile, come out where you want it to pucker, and then catch that smile like that. See? So we've just made a smile. I'm going to go back in the same hole, that opening that I came out of, and I'm going to come out right where where we started that thread. There we go. Keep pulling through. That's it. I just made a happy face. So I'm going to cut my yarn, tie the knot right here, and then I'm going to tuck in the ends. I like to do about 2 knots. So even with that knot there, it's not a big deal. You come in through one of the sides, stitch, and pull that knot right through and hide it. Got tangled here. You get the idea. So that's pretty much it. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip to the blue side and do exactly the same thing, except I'll have like a straight face or a straight mouth, which is actually a little easier than that. So go ahead and pause the video. Go ahead and make your happy face or whatever facial expressions that you like for your octopus to have. So what I try to do is match up the same side. So if it's here, I would flip it over and try to make it like right here. It doesn't have to be perfectly matching, but you know, it really doesn't really matter. So I'm going to make mine. So since the eyes are right here, I'm going to match it up maybe somewhere around here. You can probably feel that. Okay, so I will meet you back here in a few minutes. Okay, here we go. There's my meh face, and then on this side, happy face. There you go, guys. This is my how to make your octopus, reversible octopus, cute little reversible octopus toy. Hope you enjoyed my how-to. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos. I will have more tutorials and cute things to show you, and I will also show you how to make them. Have fun. Thank you.